Narcaholics Anonymous. What are we implying? To be a narcoholic is to highlight your role in being ensnared in a narcissistic relationship. It's important to acknowledge this because you need to take control over your relationship choices. And to recognize your role that you play in the dysfunction, um, being that in the choice of the person to begin with, and the natural attraction to something that's destructive, and the continuation of the behavior long after it's obvious that it is destructive to you. So it's important um, to recognize that for empaths specifically, that you are mutually attracted and mutually addicted to a narcissistic, destructive personality, uh, destructive to you first, but destructive to themselves ultimately. So, what is the nature of this attraction and this addiction? It's hard to really place. Don't know that if it's this person that is wounded that needs you, that then makes the empath attracted to this person, the emptiness in this person. You want to heal them, you want to fix them. Maybe it is the pull of the narcissist. They are drawn to the empaths out of their own emptiness, out of their own desire to control. They know that you're more likely to be emotionally thinking and more likely to be addicted to them. Um, and so they see you as a vulnerable target, but there are, um, it is a potent attraction um, as a fuel source, as a blood energy supply. So, and it could even be drawn to the boundaries of the narcissist. So maybe as an empath, you have a weak boundary and you're drawn to somebody with a strong and assertive boundary and a clear sense of purpose. So all of these can be elements that draw you towards something that may feel good in the moment, but it is destructive um, in the long term. And you find yourself ignoring signals at the beginning, which is it is hard to spot in the beginning, and you find yourself rationalizing because you have been um, through this honeymoon golden period. You'll be reconciling and rationalizing through the devaluation and hurt after the discard, um, and all of which is emotionally wasteful because it's you're chose to be in a win-lose relationship, and a lot of times get sucked back into another one or into another one with your previous narc, and it is like overcoming a significant addiction. Um, you have to recognize the addiction, your role in it. You have to recognize its power over you. Um, you have to grieve its loss. Um, this is like even a cycle of loss people go through when breaking their attraction and addiction to narcissism, to narcissistic partners. So, and yeah, you have to recognize the pattern and recognize your propensity to distort reality in order to get the wool pulled over your eyes, and in order to um, uh, endure a devaluation and a irrational discard as well. So We're going to get more into the parallels of the 12-step process, even the cycle of grief. We'll find similar values and strengths in that breaking of this pattern. And the good news is, even though the empaths are usually the one that's hurt in the short term, the empath can actually adapt out of it. You have to take the reins and you have to turn the crap into fertilizer. But this is a much better situation than the narc itself, the narcissists themselves, because they are not going to adapt out of the situation. They're not going to evolve. And so the pain that you may feel in the absence, like having been damaged by a narcissist, having been abandoned by a narcissist, that is incredibly valuable because it helps highlight where your attachments are, and it helps highlight how you've been hoodwinked and fooled, and helps you highlight your own areas where you can grow. So we'll get into all of that. I appreciate you guys listening to the channel, and comment below. If you have any questions, want to go over something, like, subscribe, and share the content. Have a good day.